Hey, welcome everybody to Getting a Grip, the show about EOS excellence, and getting rid of inefficiency in your business through the Entrepreneurial Operating System. I am Mike Maddox. I'm your host. We're so glad you're with us, and I'm really excited to have on the program today a very important guest with me, David DeJonge, who is the president of Behler-Young Company here in Michigan. David and I got to know each other through EOS circles. And David, welcome to the program. Thanks for being a guest.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Looking forward to our discussion.
Yeah, me too. And you and I have had many discussions about EOS, and we're going to get into that as we go through the program today. But before we do that, tell the listeners a little bit about Behler-Young if they're not familiar with the company, and even if they are, what makes you unique, what makes the company different?
Sure. Behler-Young is 97. The company is 97 years old. It's a heating and cooling distributor located in Michigan and Northwest Ohio. We just, as of this past Monday, opened our 20th location. So that's pretty exciting. And we have two distribution centers in Michigan. So we have exclusivity for Michigan and then a little bit of Northwest Ohio, but we want to take care of the end customer, meaning the homeowner. And it's been a wonderful company to work for, but it's all about helping the customer.
That's fantastic, and that's incredible growth over and a long history of success. And is it that customer focus that you would say is the uniqueness of Behler-Young that sets you apart in the industry? Just being maniacally focused on what is delivered to the client, that the end customer is getting value out of the product.
Sure. It really ties not only into what makes Behler-Young unique, but into our core values. So through EOS, like I said, our company's 97 years old. We've always had core values, but about almost 6 years ago, we formalized the core values. So for example, the first one is we care about others. I mean, we care about others. We consider what's best for the team, what's best for the customer. We want to be genuine with our dealings. The second one is we do the right thing, holding honesty, integrity, and high regard, and really demonstrating that daily. The third one is really a near and dear one to my heart is we pursue great rather than good, right? We don't settle for good enough or the status quo. It's always our job to not only get better, but use continuous improvement efforts to get better and make everyone better around us. And lastly, we do whatever it takes. Sometimes we just find a way to get the job done, and we go above and beyond. And it really ties into really what makes Behler-Young unique. We're a fourth generation company. The third generation is the chairman yet, but it's like one of the things from that is he always told a story about his father and grandfather saying, we're a distribution business. We buy and sell things. So we just buy and sell things. So what is going to make a Behler-Young unique? So of course, over the years, furnaces, air conditioners, and the like have become really a complex technical product. So it really kind of ties into our uniques, meaning we have to provide superior technical training and support by our team members to our customers. It can't be just okay. It just can't be average. It's got to be great, because to get people with no heat situations or stuff like that, we got to have the best in class of the service on the technical side. It kind of ties into that. Then it's like our second unique is we need broad product availability. We want to have it when you need it, not 3 days from now, not 5 days from now. When you need it, we want to have it. And lastly, of the third uniques, really being the trusted partner before, during, and I'll say really more important, after the sale. So if things happen to go wrong or something happens well after the sale, the Behler-Young Company of the world, working with your licensed contractor, will support you to make sure things go well. So
that's awesome. Those core values are awesome. The uniques are awesome. I can see. And you said something else that's really interesting to me, which I have long been a believer in, and talked to new companies launching EOS for the first time about this. core values aren't created. You don't sit down when you launch EOS and just brainstorm and come up with core values. They exist. If they don't exist, you can't formalize them the way you put it.
Right.
The effort in EOS is to identify what are they, who are we, and it can't be aspirational, what we want to be. It can't be accidental. It's got to be intentional. What are we all about as a company? And that exercise of documenting them and putting them down is so cathartic to me. And it's obvious to me that you and your leadership team have done that and put the effort into defining what are we all about. You talked about your founder and being a fourth generation company, and it goes back years, but the formalization effort happened with the U.S. structure, and it empowers your staff. It empowers
It does. It
so
really empowers the staff, because even though they're implied, now they're in print, they're on documents, they're shown on the walls. Now you can see them, they're living, breathing, dynamic words that you have to live by. And not only from a customer viewpoint, but from a hiring viewpoint, from, all the things that go along with that. Living to those makes a difference, and EOS helped formalize that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had the same experience. Thanks for sharing that with us. We are out of time in this segment. We've got some commercials to get to, and we are coming back. We've got much more with David after the break, so don't go anywhere. We're coming back right after this.